Okay, my friends, we are at Dunbar Dam. We had a cold front come through last night and it dropped the temperature down. It's in the 40s this morning. It's chilly. Here in West Texas, you never know what's going to happen weather-wise, so it's just a classic example of that. So, I don't know what that's going to do to the bite. I'm hoping that this is a better quality video because apparently I was not using the correct SD card before. So we'll hope that this is better quality. Since we did have a cold front, it is in the 40s and chilly. We're going to start out with our small jig today and see if that elicits any bites. You know, sometimes when things are particularly tough, as I anticipate they will be, small is good. Let's see what happens. Sun's about to come up over the canyon rim. There we go. Got one. Man, what a fighter too. That was nice. Nice. He didn't play around. He's warm too. Nice hook set. You can see there, that's what we want. Alright, praise God. That bodes well. Alright, let's take a look. That is a nice little Dunbar bass right there. Pretty par for the course of what you can expect out here. So, we're going to take a little picture. Alright, I like it. So far so good. Alright, we're going to put him back. I don't think he's going to take long to vominos, to be honest with you. We'll do this. Water's warm. We're going to walk the dog, that's what I call it, where we walk along the dam and we move our lure parallel. Man, that was fun. Good attempt there. I don't think it was by a bass though. Maybe a crappie, maybe a bluegill. There we go. Oh, it is a bass. Look at that. Man, number 2 in short order. There we go. Here's what you're looking at. Really fun. Yeah. Trying to pop this without hurting him. There we go. Oh, he's feisty this morning. Alright, there you have it. Another nice little Dunbar Dam bass. Again, this is kind of the size that you would expect. We're going to take ourselves a photo one more time. Not bad at all. Alright. We're going to mean, the water is so warm that I would prefer to keep my hands in it. That's the difference this morning. And this Arkie tube, it's killing it. And in case, probably wasn't really specific before, but what I'm using, and you can go to most any store and get a kit, panfish kit. Contains all sorts of Arkie jigs. You know, some of them have the tubular shape, and some of them have a grub shape to them. They both work. But if you're just starting out bass fishing, or if you're into the catch side of fishing, like I am, and you're not married to the idea of catching a monster, get yourself, you know, I think it's $15 at Walmart, the Arkie assortment. Get that. You won't be sad you did. You know, you can play around, have a little bit of fun with it. I apologize if I'm having to take my eyes off the action for a little bit here and there. It's slippery where the water is on the cement. Okay, got one. Oh, nice. That's good action. Did you see that? That was a jump for us. Alright. Well, the sun's coming up, so I don't want to blind you guys. He is a fighter. Alright. Gotcha. Nice and warm there again. Okay. Bass number 3 on the day. And we have been here maybe half an hour. This is our smallest one so far out of the group. Still pretty. Hadn't met a fish yet that I don't like, so I'm gonna let him go. He's little, so there he went. You know, you want to be able to immediately put pressure on the fish like this. Number 4 on the day, a tiny dude. I'm just happy to be fishing, but we're kind of going backwards here. Getting smaller and smaller. Man, he took it too, didn't he? Didn't swallow it, thank goodness, but he took it. He's hungry this morning. There we go. Man, I'm still going to show you all this fish. He is little, but I am blessed to get to take a look at him. That's how I look at it. Little guy. I tell you though, you're on Fish in Lubbock, I wrote this to a gentleman yesterday. Love to see these. If you're seeing juvenile bass or juvenile catfish or juvenile carp like this, you know, of course this is a bass, but my point is juvenile anything. Sign of good fishery. You know, if you stop seeing little fish, you're gonna have to start worrying about what's going on with your fishery. Trying to get in there without compromising my again. There we go. Nice. There we go. I knew I could feel something biting. There he was. This is so so much fun. What's this, number 4? Alright, we're gonna wait. These things, man, you grab a hold of them while they're still flopping with that hook in there, and you might just end up needing a stitch or two. Got it. And I say needing a stitch or two because all they're trying to do is get away from you, but they might end up sinking the hook into your hand. Again, we got bath water warm. Little dude. Oh. Little dude with an attitude. Tearing you up. I've said it before and I'll say it again, bass are a structure fish. And again, so is most every other kind of fish. So. Nice one. Now we're headed back the correct direction. Now we're headed back the way I want to head. And he is warm too. Alright, I'm going to have to... One thing for sure that you want to do, give yourself a little slack when you're working with these. Makes it so much easier to take out the hook. I don't know that I've done a mouth shot this morning. That first one would have been the best one to do it on, but there you go. Eating machine, man. Okay, this dude has a couple of worms on him. You see that right there? Those are parasites on his tail. Beautiful fish nonetheless. This is awesome. Gotta tell you, friends, we're gonna do this for a while this morning. Especially when they're biting like this. I think that was number 5. Again, our lure is barely hanging on, man. Look at that. Totally ripped. Yeah, there's no way. Look. We're gonna have to go reload right quick. This is the holy grail right here, my friends. This is what you need. Look at the color selection, the variety, crazy. So I'm gonna pick a red and white. Get over there. Video. I don't know how much video hours I have left, but hopefully, there we go. Look at that, man. Number 6, a fun little fighter. So cool. Just absolutely a fun little fighter. These bass, they don't know their size, man. They're gonna fight no matter what. He's a little dude, but that's alright. Get by vegetation like this, it is always going to be good fun. Kidding me? Look at that. Whoa, look at him. He's trying hard. Bless his heart. Maybe the littlest one yet. We got a problem with his eye. See there? There's a good eye. Right? There's that eye. It's a little fry. Well, maybe a little bit bigger than a fry, but not much. Bless his heart. Got an eye another one. There's number 8. Alright, that one's a little bit bigger too. Again, nice hook set up. Right? Man, they're really ripping. You're talking about ripping lips. You can tell how hard they're fighting it. That's number 8, if I'm not mistaken. There you go. Pretty much your standard fare Dunbar bass right there, maybe slightly smaller. He's little enough, we're just going to let him be. Release him back like that. Top half of your fishing pole doesn't get too crooked on you on your 2-piece pole. That's what I have. Now, sometimes if you feel a bite, especially if it's a bite of any significance, don't keep walking, stop. Also, don't be way up above the water when you jig. Reason being, that right there. You want to be able to try to keep that hook set. Hey, alright. We got our first gill this morning. Nice. Nice little bluegill. See that? Truly a bluegill. Look at that. Alright. Oh. It's a good thing for him I'm not going catfishing this morning, because if I was, he would probably, I mean, look at that. He's even hooked the right way where it'd be good bait. But not this bass. Try to do this where you can see him without him warning me. Pretty. Look at that. Brim. Nice little fish. Totally awesome. Alright, we're going to toss him back. And he fought hard. That right there was hit, where they hit it but don't take it. Not for lack of effort. Maybe just quite simply that their mouth is too small. It's hard to imagine. But it happens. So. Oh yeah, there we go. Man, look at that. Nice one. Nice one. Here, I'm going to get you out of the sun. That way we can actually see what we're doing. That may be the biggest one of the day. I'm not real sure, but that's a nice one. That's probably going to be a, yeah, haha. Make sure you have hold on good. Selfie. I think that's number 9, by the way. We're going to do a couple of things. Beautiful bass. Beautiful bass. Again, about Dunbar size. Doesn't get any better than this, folks. Ridiculous. Ridiculously awesome. Still look at that couple of sores on that tail. That's what a bass's mouth looks like right there. No biggins yet. Plenty of fun. What surprises me is, there we go. Oh, that just breaking all the way off, hold on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I quit turning Dunbar Historic Lake, Lubbock, Texas, where the pick is temperature-wise. Gorgeous fishery. There we go. That's got to be a bass. What he's going to try to fight too. Look at that. I'm not going to take you towards the sun like I did last time. That's number 11. Number 11 on the day, my friends. And see, these hook sets are just absolutely where you need them to be too, because when it comes through the bass's upper lip like that, it's not impossible for one to throw it, but it's hard for one to throw it. Fighters, every last one of them. I gotta tell you, talk about a good problem to have. Please, grind on my thumb a little bit more. That'll be fine. It's funny about it. Out here, weather-wise, everything changes except one thing. That's the fact that it will be windy. That doesn't change. Yeah, that walking the dog, oh my goodness, does that ever work? In a minute we may even upgrade tubes, or upgrade to a tube. Grrr. I think that would have been number 12. You know, the funny thing about fishing is no matter how many of them you catch, losing one really hurts. It's kind of like getting that spike, you know what I mean? I think we got one now. There he is. Oh, finally that crappie we've been looking for. And a nice one, no doubt. I don't think he's keeper, but he's sure not a little crappie like what I've caught a lot of times. Friends, I don't know, nah, there's no way. I mean, I don't keep them anyway, so it doesn't matter, but crappie are probably, I don't know if you guys can see that, probably some of the prettiest fish ever. Look at the patterns. Alright, I gotta show you guys this buddy one more time. Beautiful fish. They are so pretty. I'm gonna let him go. Nice. Definitely one of the better ones I've caught this morning. Those guys are up there. Okay. Alright, that's number 13. She's got a little bit of weight on her there. Nice little Dunbar bass. saw no less. I love it. Same hookup as you need always. That upper lip. That's, man, you got to make sure you have a hold of these things. Alright, little dude, we'll say is a 10-pounder, how about that? I'm not even sure that he would break the, not even sure he'd break the 5-ounce rule there. Silly, whoever did that. See, that was just sitting still. So we gotta add sit still to our listening part. Just like that. Surely that's not the same one, is it? Yeah, it's not the same. That is number 15. It's totally awesome, by the way. Now wait and let him settle down.